as a leader, you can't solve for world hunger alone.
Yeah.
You need to have the right kind of a team.
Mm.
What have you learned about picking the right people, Sunil?
Okay, so probably there are two places to get the leadership team. One is the internal promotion, and I think for me this is a preferred method. That's how I deal with it. And actually, I want people who are, who tightly fit into the BMC culture. They are the best leaders for me. And then, of course, you can go external and hire people.
Sure.
Now, when I'm looking for people inside my organizations, I start to look for people who compete hard, who have a positive attitude. I look for people's behavior in tough situations, people who've got a constructive approach, right? And what I would say is another important thing that I probably would look at is how they respond to authority in their current role, right? Do they have a long-term view about things, right? Or they just have short-term and they, will break our relationship to get that short-term thing done. So I would look at those kind of traits, and those are the people. So I earmark and I coach them and I build them up. So all in all, I'm looking for people who are doing these right things, right? I firmly believe that it is not the smartest people that build the organization, but it's the most motivated people who build the organization. Now, when you go outside or do an external hire, judging all this becomes hugely difficult. Then what I do is I get a lot more leaders involved. So it's more round discussions. I am very, very strongly of the view of having industry references. So that works very well for me. One of the things that is conveyed to anybody who joins my leadership team is there are a few non-negotiable. And the biggest one out of them is integrity.
Beautiful.
I think whoever is careless with small matters, he cannot be trusted with important matters. So integrity is paramount. So that's the approach to my leadership hiring.
Very nice. Very nice. And let's assume that you get your first set of leaders right, Sunil. Right? It's the larger organization that matters. How do you develop your leaders so that they become what we call magnets for talent, Sunil?
Yeah, very good question, actually. And this is the first thing that I start teaching people who on my leadership team, right? As part of our initial coaching, and this is what at BMC we do it very well through many training programs. As much as business pipeline is important for their success, it is important that these people are constantly hiring. So hiring is a very important thing that they keep in mind.
Beautiful.
They have to constant watch. They have to create forums to attract talent, do some shows only to attract and go and have dinners with people. Go for a meeting where you are looking and hunting for great talent, right? So once you have hired these A players inside the organization, then try and give them a great experience. These employees then start to become magnet to attract the best talent in the industry. So hiring is super, super critical for any manager to be successful. We pay a lot of attention to this.
Very nice, very nice. And I'm thinking it's not just your deal or opportunity pipeline, it's your people pipeline that is important, which normally people don't focus on, actually.
Yeah. Most managers don't focus on that. And it is so critical for their success. Think about it, when a person leaves you and it takes a very long time to hire someone,
True.
you lose that much of business opportunity. It's a huge cost that you pay.
Correct.